Hi, WLS and VSG YouTubers. This is VSG Gary, and today is Monday, March 23rd, 2015. This is my week 30 post vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I had surgery on, Monday, August 25th, 2015, in Dayton, Ohio, at Grandview Hospital. My doctor was Dr. David Bruce. And last week when I left, I was just getting ready to leave for the for my bariatric group's monthly support group, and it was the first time they brought in one of the doctors from the group to talk and answer questions. Yeah, it wasn't. I thought it was going to be my surgeon. It wasn't. It was one of the other 5 doctors, but he had come in to see me when I was in the hospital. So it was nice to see him, and what a great time we all had. He drew pictures of our surgeries and answered a lot of questions. Kind of slow at first till people broke the ice, but I think there might have been 15 of us there, 15 or 20 with spouses, friends, partners. So I thought I'd talk a little bit tonight. I'll have to do this in a couple parts because he gave so much great information. But I'll get to my numbers in a minute. But so these Ask the Doctor sessions are going to be every 6 months, and as I said, I got a lot out of this, and he was going in. Some of the things he talked about were, and I'll talk about them next week. Go into details on the other things was why you dump and the process. And it turns out I probably have been dumping, although I haven't been throwing up. Been getting rid of things through another opening, so to speak. I see. I wrote things down. Can you stretch your sleeve either with a bypass or the VSG? Why are you cold all the time? He had a really interesting theory on that. Talked about people that are having tummy tucks and skin removal and hernias, which was real interesting to me because everybody in there had a hernia. So anyway, but what he wanted to one of the things he wanted to really stretch were 5 things that a post-surgical patient can do to help themselves and to make the surgery a successful surgery. And the number one thing was follow your nutrition plan to the letter. And it was kind of interesting. He says, the 70 to 90 grams of protein that they recommend is just an estimate, that most people will need a lot more than that. And there was a woman there that goes to this doctor who had a bypass 2 years ago. And I think she's had a pretty rough time, but she was talking about a couple of weeks ago, she was just so hungry that it was really getting, she was concerned she was so hungry. So it was time for her 2-year checkup. So she went in and they tested for blood, and here she found out her protein levels were way low. So this doctor was Dr. Brown. So Dr. Brown was saying that quite often you need 105, 110, 115 grams of protein a day. So he said the hunger isn't necessarily because you're hungry. You got to listen to your body. And he says he understands it's really hard in the beginning. It's a learning process for all of us. But listen to your body. It may be asking for protein if you're hungry. The number 2 thing he said you can do is exercise. That he expects the younger people to exercise until they're just sweating their brains out. And he looked at me and he said, now, our middle-aged patients, thank you, he said, are probably dealing with other problems, arthritis and bad joints, which I am. So he doesn't expect people like me to exercise as much, but I do exercise probably 6 days a week, 7 days a week. But then he went on to say, get some carbs before you exercise because it takes energy to fuel your body. So I've been doing that. I've been eating a banana before I go go to the gym, and it's really helped. I was there 2 hours yesterday. It was really great. Number three, hydration. Um, can't get enough water. So follow your nutrition, eat what you're supposed to eat, exercise, drink lots of water. The number four thing, vitamins. He said, really important. He says, not so much for the bypass patients, because they know after a while your body starts absorbing the food that you eat in the form of vitamins. But for the VSG patients, he said the surgery is way too new. They don't have really any good data on how you're absorbing vitamins. So his recommendation is, at this point, don't go off your vitamins. So I've been really religious about my vitamins. Not so much about my protein, but I was last week. It really helped. I was getting really hungry. I'm not hungry anymore, and I'm still losing weight. And number five, and I thought this one was really interesting, get lots and lots of rest. He said it's the most important thing you can do the first 12 months. Sleep. He urged people, if you have a CPAP or a BiPAP machine, to use it. I asked, what if you've been urged by your doctor to get off of it because you don't need it anymore? And he said, no, that's fine. And my Fitbit, it kind of measures sleep, shows that on my BiPAP machine, I was really restless during the night. Man, I sleep like a baby. I am up once, I'm restless once, and that's it. And I'm getting a really good night's sleep. So those, and I just, I came out of there thinking, wow, it's was a really good session. 5 things: eat what you're supposed to eat, exercise, drink lots of fluid, eat your vitamins, take your vitamins, and get lots of rest. So, very interesting. I'll go into more next week. I thought it was, but I want to keep these short because sometimes, not that I ramble, but I do. So anyway, here are the numbers. This is week 30, so 7 months since surgery. My beginning weight was 394 pounds. Back on November 1st, 13. Yeah. 14. 13. Year and a half ago. Surgery weight was 337.4 pounds. That was the morning of August 25th. Last week I weighed 229.5 pounds. This week 224. It's a loss of 5.5 pounds this week. And I think that's just, I told VGS Brad down in Florida, we talked quite a bit. I said, I think I'm losing too fast. He said, can you imagine saying that a year ago? No, I can't. But anyway, for you percentage lovers, so that's a total of 113.4 since surgery, 14.9 pounds just this month. I'll take that. 170 pounds since surgery. Oh, another milestone. Percentage, 43. I've lost 43.1% of my body weight. My BMI, this was amazing. It was 58.2 when I first went to the doctor. Like I said, we left the doctor and we're going to go casket shopping. This morning it was 31.7. Dave over in Buffalo said he always has mini goals, and I think that's a good thing. I've dropped the dates for my mini goals because this thing is going to happen when it happens. So I've learned to, whatever, whenever. My next goal is 225 pounds, because then I will officially not be obese anymore. I'll just be fat. No, I'll just be overweight, which is kind of amazing. My fat percentage this morning was 29%. Can't get off that number any. But my scale said I had 159.5 of lean mass. Not muscle, right? Here, no. There's no muscle here. I keep trying. It just, anyway. And 64.4 pounds of fat. That I believe. It's all in my stomach. All in my stomach from just below my boobs to just above my dangly bits. To imitate my good friend John at Carnival Cruise Lines. He's a senior cruise director. I've known him for years. He does this great blog, but anyway. So that's it. Oh, and if you want to know, I now wear a size large shirt, and it's big, and size 36 pants. I can't believe it. I think that's 9 sizes down in pants. So anyway, it's a good week. Somebody asked me on the elevator at work this morning. Yes, I take the elevator. I have my hip, they want to replace my hip, and it's gotten worse, and it's gotten worse. I thought it would get better, but it's gotten worse because I've exercised. So I've stopped the treadmill, and I'm doing the bicycle, the stationary bike and all that. It helps my hip a lot, and I'm doing a lot of weights and things like that. So it's helped my hip a lot. Saturday, I was underneath the sink Friday night, and we had our kitchen faucet replaced, and then we also have one of these under sink filters, and it had gone bad. So I just decided to replace the whole thing, and I told the plumber that morning, well, I can do that. So I was laying on. We have slate floors out here, so they're not level, they're not smooth, they're like slate, they're rough. So I was sitting down there, man. I was to the point. It was cold, and I was to the point where I could not get myself up. I couldn't lift myself up, so I need to work on my abs. So my wife grabbed my wrist. I think she had forgotten I lost weight. She about flung me up from the sink over there, through this breakfast room, out these doors. I'm going, whoa. And she goes, you don't weigh anything. I'm going, yeah, I weigh 225 pounds. So that was, see here, I've rambled for 12 minutes. I didn't want to do that. But anyway, bruised the one side of my hip that I was laying on. My right hip, I couldn't even climb stairs Saturday using that. So I have these special New Balance orthopedic. I mean, they look like gym shoes, but they've got stabilizer bars, and I haven't worn those forever. I put those back on, and it really helps. So, but I think I'll stick to the cycle. I'm going to go upstairs where our stationary bike is after I finish this. While this is uploading, I'll cycle as long as it takes for this to upload. That's why I didn't want this to be very long. So we're going on 13 minutes. I'm out of here. Everybody have a great week. God bless you and keep traveling. See ya. Bye.